I'd like to show you one of the most exciting things to come out of Nashville in a very long time. This is a 2008 Les Paul Standard. It's not just made in 2008, this is a new design for 2008. It is a completely new redesigned version of the Standard which all other guitars are measured. This is available in several finishes in a AA flame top figured maple. It's available in this Desert Burst, Heritage Cherry, Light Burst, Iced Tea, Honey Burst, and in the two solid tops, the opaque colors of Ebony and Gold top, available in a single A top. Some of the new features include this new trick locking jack. That's a real nice feature. Dunlop strap locks. They come right out, quick release, put in there. They don't pull out past that big mushroom. Real neat little feature to have. And the hardware on this guitar, the old ones were in nickel. These are all in chrome, a little bit brighter, a little bit flashy, a little bit brighter color. Tailpiece and same Gibson configuration on the bridge that we're grown to love. The Burstbucker Pro pickups here have Alnico 5 magnets. They give it full enhanced mid-range and highs are available through this. If you're familiar with the other Les Pauls, the Classic has the 500T and 496R, their aggressive open coil design, and they give a much hotter, much higher, a little bit more sustained, tend to be a little bit more aggressive. You find those same pickups on Explorers, SGs, things of that nature. You look at the traditional, which is similar to the Les Paul 08, and you'll find that they put in there a 57 Classics, which is a little bit smoother sounding, reminiscent of the old patent applied 450s style pickups with the Alnico 2 magnets. And a little different magnet gives it a little bit different sound, a little bit of frequency response. These have the full frequency response Burstbucker Pros, the top end, all the top end you'll ever need out of a pickup. Another new feature on the 2008 Standard are these Bourne gold-plated pots, and they mount to a little PC board in here as an assembly, and you can look through the little translucent smoky plastic opening there, and you can see the PC board, and you can see the connections and the wires, and that's kind of cool if you like that sort of thing. If you've ever wondered what was behind the cover on your guitar, you can see it in there. You can see the Gibson name on the PC board. Now, one of the painful chores that every guitarist has to do is restring their guitar. And down here there's nothing changed. We have the stop bar tailpiece, we bring the strings up, and over here with these brand new Growver locking tuners we have a real treat. They work by loosening the set screw right here, which tightens up on the string. So as you restring it, you pull your string through, leave a little bit of slack, tighten it down, and with this 18:1 ratio you quickly bring your string into tension and it locks it down tight as a mother bear holding her little baby cub. Just a real neat little thing to add. Locking Growver tuners, new on the 2008 Les Paul Standard. While Les Pauls play well with just about any string of the proper gauge, why not use a Gibson string? We buy these by the dozen. Why not? These are vacuum packed, which keeps the air off of your string so that they're not oxidizing and deteriorating in the package, so there's really no harm in it. And also when you buy them, buy multiple sets like that, you're not afraid to change your strings regularly when they need it. And with these new Growver locking tuners, changing a string has never been easier. If you look, you'll see a little bitty sticker on here, which we will eventually take off when we restring the guitar. At the rate Ian's playing this thing, these strings will be worn out in no time. But the little sticker says play. And what a Pleck machine is a CNC German fret dressing machine in which they set a strung guitar with a tension neck in the cradle, and the machine comes and it feels and locates each of the individual frets, finds the strings, the curvature of the neck, and then it knows how it needs to finish it off, and it will polish out and finish that neck for that particular guitar to exacting specifications. In fact, if you would like to see a Pleck machine in operation, you can look at YouTube. There's a video on there of the VOS, Vintage Original Spec Custom Shop video, and a little bit more than halfway through you can see a Pleck machine in operation, dressing it out. That actually will cut the nut and it just sets up the guitar very, very well, very, very uniform. And for the first time, production line non-custom shop guitars are set up using this very precise method. It really is something special. The neck on the 2008 standard is a little bit different, what they've never done before. It is very thin, just like the 60 style neck, and the nut width is 1.69 inch approximate. But what they've done here is they've given an asymmetrical cut to it. It's a little bit heavier, just the tiniest bit heavier on the bass string sides, on the wound string side. So it's a little bit thinner, a little tapers off just a little bit more just on this side. It's hardly where you would even notice it. But what it does is it gives just a little bit more relief to your playing hand when you play. First guitar I've ever seen that was done this way. Asymmetrical neck, and it's unique to my knowledge on the 2008 Les Paul Standard. This 2008 Les Paul Standard is a chambered mahogany body. Now, on one extreme we have the old full solid bodies, and then you have hollow bodies on the other extreme. A chambered body and weight relief body are very similar, except weight relieving is just simply removing excess material in the mahogany back in places just to reduce weight. This particular guitar here, this particular one, when I weighed it upstairs on the bow scale, weighs just under 8 pounds, which is pretty light for a Les Paul. Now, what they do with chambering is, in the process of relieving that extra material to weight relieve, they place those chambers in such a way that it adds resonance to the body of the guitar. It actually adds sustain. So it's not just removing the material, but it's strategically removing the material. At the same time, it reduces the weight, giving the old back a little bit of relief as well. I hope my introduction to the 2008 Les Paul Standard has been useful to you, but if you need more definitive information, you can call Gibson, or you might call my friends at Sweetwater, talk to Bob Furlong or one of his associates, and perhaps if everything works out right, maybe Marty will be setting up a Les Paul for you, doing the old 55-point quality check on your Les Paul. And in no time at all, you'll be playing your 2008 Les Paul Standard. This really is a sweet playing instrument.